Hello, members of Judiciary. I oppose Bills 7679, 7681, 7682, 7683, 7894. I do support Bill 7809 since it does help the eviction process. The eviction process has become tedious and a chore. A majority of these bills are very much against landlords. It seems to me that you have landlords targeted. I would like to inform you, some may be slums, but do not marginalize me. I am an immigrant as well, thank you. This is my American dream. This is my greatest achievement. So allowing for these 12-month security installments, personally, I just want to know if we already have a contract, is that going to be rewritten? How does that work? Because these bills are extremely vague. The one that I really find a problem is Bill 7894. It states that I must list my name, my address, my phone number. I think that City Hall has sufficient information already on that. I do find this intrusive and an invasion of privacy. I would like to see that I do see the same representatives on on these bills. I would also like to say I am not against tenants in any way. I try to work with mine as much as possible, and truthfully, I think most of the time we do very well. Especially if I live in the home, I would like to say that obviously I'm usually up to par to keeping it up where it needs to be. So this Latina is speaking for those homeowners that because of language barriers, they may not even know of these issues. We are hardworking, and I speak for the hardworking individuals as well. Again, I want to emphasize I'm not against the tenants. I'm against these bad bills that are extremely vague, and there's too much room for interpretation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. And I will say, just before you go, and I think it's important for everyone, but you're here, so I'm just going to take, you know, we're 75 members in the House, and when somebody puts a bill in, you know, they put it in for a lot of reasons, but, you know, I always tell folks, particularly when they say, oh, you signed that bill, how could you do that? Well, I may not be convinced on a bill, but if I sign it, I think it's worth a discussion like this.
I'm totally for dialogue.
And so that's what happens, and I really super appreciate you coming out as a citizen and giving us your viewpoint, as everybody has tonight, because it really does matter to the committee. And believe it or not, I'm getting text. I know it looks empty here. I am getting text from members who are watching from other places for various reasons. So you're being heard, and you're all being heard, and I appreciate that.
I would like to just point out, it's already hard enough to come in here because most people, like, they have this notion, again, that we're slum lords. I got that tweet that said, I'm not hardworking. Why am I not hardworking? I'm a mom. I'm an educator. Do I not have a voice? Why is only certain people's voice? Why is this we versus them issue? I'm tired of these we versus us issues. We need to collaborate and work together and sit at the table, as she already mentioned earlier in her speech. As well as, I would actually like to point out that I do find biases in this very room that I did notice, and I think it's disrespectful that some representatives show their bias in this very room. I think that's very disrespectful. It's fine that you're supportive of being tenants and whatever, I get it. But showing that in this room, that was a slap to my face and saying that I didn't matter. So I'd like to call that out. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that concludes testimony